Hi guys, this is me, Rusty78609 at El Mapais BLM Campground southeast of Grants, New Mexico. It's about 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and the temperature is about 82 degrees and I'm making a fashion statement. One of my viewers sent me this. I got several of them actually. And what I want to talk about, it's about 82 degrees. The lows are about 47. A little windy outside, and that's why my new studio I set up all by myself with this expensive Reflectix and other accoutrements, other things. Anyway, point of the video is this. Two things actually. First, free camping. Had a viewer ask about it, and I think I may have responded to it some time ago, but I want to add a little flavor to it, and that's this. Free camping is what it is. You know, you get kind of what you pay for there, and that's some places nothing. In fact, like when I was north of Socorro at that Bureau of Land Management, basically a public land place to just pull out and park with nothing but dirt. And believe me, the dirt gets into everything, your water, your food. And I was there 2 nights and boom, I'm gone. And then I went over to near Capitan, New Mexico, and stayed a couple of nights at a semi but not developed campsite by the BLM. I can't remember the name of it, but it's near Capitan, New Mexico. It's something caves. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it's a nice little place. It's got the little metal roofs, and it's got the picnic table. It's got a nice cement slab, so you know you can set your stuff there. And in my case, I set it out there under the shade, my ice chest and stuff. But again, all this will apply to whether you're tent camping, car camping, van camping, motorhome, or travel trailer. This is all information that will apply to all of those. Or in my case, I'm camping in a pickup truck with a camper top on the back. The undeveloped zero public land campsites are rough, okay? And you know, some of them are probably a little better than others, depending on whether you win the lottery or not, and it's a good spot. But most of them are what they are. You just pull out, there's no shade, no nothing, you're just there. And you know, that's okay if the weather's good, the wind's not too high, etc. But when you're in the desert climate that I'm in, the winds blow most of the time. So, next up on that deal is the developed sites by BLM and National Forest and so forth. The developed sites, like the one I went to at Valley of the Fires, that's a BLM developed campground. They have water and electric hookups for people in RVs. They also have tent sites with nothing, but they have water available. They also have showers, and you pay a fee for that. The fee is $7 for you, most of you guys, and $3.50 for me because I'm a senior. I've got a senior pass, and you get 50% off at all federal facilities. That includes Corps of Engineers, BLM, National Forest, National Parks. Any federal operation, you get 50% off and no entry fee. You don't ever have to pay an entry fee. Used to cost $10 at age 62, and now I understand they've gone up and you can order it over the internet, but I don't know what that is, so you'll just have to go to National Park Service and find out. So, the improved sites are my favorites. I like the improved or semi-improved like this. Now, you know, they don't have water here at all. You're supposed to go to the ranger station to get water, which is about maybe 2 or 3 miles away. Well, I've gone by there twice going into Grants to get ice and water, and it's always been locked. So the thing of that is, that means that there's water here, and you can pull up to the gate and look and see that, yes, there is water there. I just can't get to it. And then you come back to your campsite and die of dehydration. You know, sheesh. But anyway, that's the way it works out here in the real world, folks. Oh, hell yeah, we got water. Sure, hell, you just can't get it. You just can't get to it. It's locked. Anyway, enough said about that. So this is okay. This is a good spot. I would recommend this one. This is called Joe Skeen Campground in El Mapais, BLM campsite. So, what else did I want to talk about? The next thing is finding the spot that you want. Now, when you come into a campsite like this, you find the spot like this you want, and then you got to go to town to get ice. What happens? Well, you can stake your claim by leaving a gallon jug out there or something, and most people will respect that, but some of them will just take your gallon jug and say thank you. So anyway, you just have to be aware of that. And whenever you're out here too, you don't know where things are because you're not at home. And you just have to be aware that things are going to be a little different. You're going to feel a little awkward, but you'll kind of get over it. I've been out here 12 days and starting to work out real good. And I went to a national forest campground today. It's called Coal Mine National Forest Campground. It's north of Grants. It's okay. It's a national forest thing or Department of Agriculture, same thing. And it's okay. It's improved, got paved roads and all that stuff, but no cell signal at all. So having said that, I came back and I went, just happened to pass by the ranger station. This is another point I wanted to make. I went by the ranger station to find out if there were places I could do dispersed camping. And again, dispersed camping in national forest is free. You just can't go farther in than like, I think 300 feet. You got to stay within that. And if there's a water source or a little river or stream, you can't camp near it. I don't know what the exact specs are on that, but you can't. You're not supposed to. So, but anyway, I went into the ranger place, and that's where I ended the video today. I was facing it. And I go in there and I tell them what I want to do. I want to go do dispersed camping, and I want cell signal if there's might be one available. And they said, well, yeah, you could go out to the Zuni National Forest, which is 4 miles out of town on the left-hand side, a couple of miles off the road or whatever you want to go, and you'll have cell signal and everything be nice. So okay, so they gave me the map and showed me how you take. I think it was County Road 584. You go out I-40, you take County Road 584 and go right to it, right? Nothing to it. Just anybody can figure that out. And I thought, well, that's great. It's only 4 miles out of town, so I'll stay there a couple of nights, come back Sunday, pick up the toilet that I have on order that's going to be delivered to the Grants Walmart, and that will work out great. However, I leave Grants, driving down I-40, knowing I got it made now. Guess what? I go 4 miles out, nothing. 5, 6, 7, 8, nothing. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. You just keep going, 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 going. And I thought, well, I didn't see a sign for a highway. There were no exits. Okay, I'm just cruising down the highway. So anyway, I thought, well, okay, I'm going to turn around and come back. I must have missed it. Guess what? There aren't that many exits on I-40, and you can't cross that center median. Okay, it's a 4-lane interstate. So I go up to the next turnaround, 14 more miles, come back, still no Highway 584. So I did the check on the internet, found the phone number for the ranger station in Grants, and called him, got the guy on the phone. I said, hey man, I was just there, got a map. And he said, yeah, I remember. I said, well, you told me it was like 4 miles out of town, go left on 584. I said, there's no 584 out here. He said, what, not off I-40? I said, hold it. Could you repeat that? He said, yeah. He said, there's no exit for 584 off of I-40. That would have been an interesting thing to have told me when I was at the ranger station. Don't you think so? But anyway, I didn't say anything. I said, well, how do I get there? He said, well, you come back to Milan and then take a left, go over the interstate, and then you'll come to the old Route 66, which parallels I-40 for a little bit. And he said, just take a left, go out a couple of 3 miles, I think he said, and it'll be there. You'll see a sign, 584, you just take a left. Okay, great, I got it. So anyway, I go to Milan, go out, take a left, 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, hold everything, baby. I'm not doing this again. But there was an easy way to turn around there, so I turned around and came back. So the lesson learned there is whenever somebody gives you instructions, particularly directions, be sure you're on the same page. So from now on, whenever I ask for directions, they say, oh yeah, you just take Interstate 40 out 4 miles and take a left. Oh, I say, wonderful. Is there an exit? Okay, gotcha. They're going to say, no, there's no exit. I say, oh, good. Now tell me how to get there. Anyway, enough said about that. And so anyway, then I come back, I go to Walmart. I thought, well, hell, I'll just stay in the Walmart parking lot. That's another thing. Whenever you stay in a Walmart parking lot, it's like winning the lottery, all right? In other words, you may have you a nice little peaceful spot, and then again, you may not. Because if you happen to get in the wrong area where there's a lot of traffic flow at night, you're not going to get much sleep. And also a lot of truckers pull in these places to sleep overnight too. So you got to be careful. Now, of course, a lot of people use this to cover their windows at night and all that kind of stuff. I just use a towel, and a towel works about 80%. to block out the car lights as they're coming down the aisles, driving through Walmart. So what I recommend there is be sure you've got something that really blacks it out, because what happens is you'll be laying there at night and some guy comes down, points the lights right at your vehicle, and he's got them on high beams, the kind that'll melt the paint. You know what I mean? They have some of those laser beams, or what do they call them? And you'll kind of wake up a little bit, and you'll see this glow on your body. Okay, like you're having some kind of out of body experience. Okay, and it ain't. It's this yo-yo with those super fancy headlights that will shine for 7 miles. Okay. And they're just what you need. All right. But anyway, so you'll be interrupted during the night at Walmart's. And also, if you try a truck stop, same thing. I tried those one time on that. I've done Walmart's a few times. I don't know how many, but a few. In my travel trailer, I've done them. I've done them in my Prius. I haven't been in a Walmart in this thing yet. But if I have to, that's my ultimate backup. If there's a Walmart in the area and I get to a campground, because see, there's no reservations at any of these places. None. Okay, none. At the free sites, there's no reservations. It's first come, first served, and if you win, you get lucky, you get a good spot, and everything goes well. And also, and that pretty much ends the meat of this video. And now I'll just give you a little heads up. This is the fourth time that I've tried to do this video. The first time I tried it, the phone just cut off, and I thought, the hell's that? So I went back, take 2, started the video again, and got in about 10 minutes or so, off again. I mean, it just cut off. And whenever it cuts off, the video's still there to that point. It just ends kind of funny, like it just stops. I mean, it doesn't have my famous patented or copyrighted ending, thumbs up, carpe diem. All that's copyrighted stuff, so don't try to use it. But anyway, so I thought, well, there's something wrong. So I called Verizon on the phone, and the phone must be overheating, blah, blah, blah. It was. The phone was warm. It was. He said, well, it's a third-party app, caused it, put it in the safe mode and do this and do that. So anyway, I've got it in the safe mode now. I've got the airplane mode on, and, but so far no issues this way. But, basically the phone is just turned off, and I've got the camera on. That's about what we've got here. But having said that, if you're going camping and you want, did I tell you my budget? I will, right quick. My 12-day camping costs are as follows. Gasoline, I've been about 850 miles. It cost me a little less than 10 cents a mile, so that's $85. Ice, about 5 bags of ice is $10. Camping fees, $14 for 12 days. Water at 37 cents a gallon. That's what they charge you at Walmart with those little filter things where you can fill them up. You can fill up the big 5-gallon containers. And I've got a 5-gallon thing. And so that's been about $9. And so, but by far the biggest expense is gasoline. The second biggest expense can be camping fees. In other words, if you're staying at state parks or national parks or whatever, and they're charging you $15 to $25 a night, you're looking at $750 a month right there. For me, for 12 days, I'm averaging basically $1 a day or a little more. So that's going to be about $30, $40 a month. Am I worried about that? Not really. But gasoline, my gasoline's probably going to run me about an extra $150 a month over my home base budget, which is, that's, hey, there's nothing out here for free, guys. You got to pay the piper. And so anyway, and then when I get my solar and my Dometic ice refrigerator, then that's going to allow me to go camping or boondocking or dispersed camping or whatever you want to call it for a longer period of time, because I'm going to buy some extra water jugs. I'm going to get 2 or 3 more gallons of water, so that'll give me a 5-gallon jug plus 9 gallons of water in the vehicle, and I use about 1.5 gallons a day, so I'm good for 6 days, which is fine, and that'll work perfectly, because after 6 days I'm pretty ready to go anyway. So anyway, that's all I wanted to give you a heads up on, was free camping sometimes isn't free. When you get directions, be damn sure that you're on the same page. And camping costs, if you really want to keep it low, like I'm doing, you can actually do it. Truck stops, Walmart, Okay, totally dry camping. Public lands, iffy. But anyway, having said all that, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day won't hurt you. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it, breathe out through your mouth. Do that several times a day. It will lower your blood pressure because it relieves stress and you'll feel a hell of a lot better. Stretch, walk, keep your health because the adventure continues in the Casablanca, the White House, guys. It's been pretty nice. I'm getting into it now. I've got my routines now and I know where stuff is, kind of like when I was camping in the Prius. Once you know where stuff is, it makes it easy. Everything becomes predictable, and that way we're creatures that we like things to be predictable. Right, we do. We work real hard at getting things predictable. And so I pretty well got this thing predictable, and that's great. But what else? Nothing. Enjoy your day, guys. Bye-bye. From the new studios in my pickup, my 2017 Dodge Ram that's getting 25.1 miles to the gallon. How about that? And this is very expensive stuff. This is Reflectix. This stuff is very expensive. But me, since I have an unlimited budget, anyway, guys, enjoy. Bye-bye.